Doug McCain here for the LA Sports Report. You can follow me at DMAC_LA. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button, and most importantly, give me all your takes right down below in the comments section. I want all your takes on today's topic right down below in the comments section. And for all the latest Lakers news and rumors, head over to the LASportsReport.com. After the Rockets stole Game 1 from the Los Angeles Lakers 112-97, it was up to Frank Vogel and LeBron James to make the necessary adjustments to take Game 2 and regain control of this second-round playoff series. And I'm going to tell you how the Lakers can make quick work of the Houston Rockets. After dropping Game 1 of this second-round series to the Houston Rockets, Frank Vogel and the Lakers, they made the requisite adjustments to take care of business in Game 2. And the Lakers, they're back in the driver's seat to advance to the Western Conference Finals. Now, at this point, you have to wonder why the Lakers even show up for Game 1. They lost Game 1 to the Portland Trailblazers, ended up winning in 5. They lost Game 1 to the Houston Rockets, and save for that third quarter where the Rockets outscored the Lakers 41-23, the Lakers dominated Game 2 and could dominate the rest of the series. I'm going to tell you how the Lakers can make quick work of this Houston team, and if they don't do it, it could be a much longer series. But the story in Game 2 was the Lakers coming out ready to play. I don't know if it was those black Mamba jerseys, which are fire. I wish they could wear them every game, but Houston, they have their own black jerseys that they're going to be wearing tonight. But the Lakers, they came out ready to play. Those defensive rotations were on point. Markieff Morris had 16. Playoff Rajon Rondo had 10. And it was just a collective effort from this Laker team that took care of business in Game 2. But that third quarter, the Rockets did get hot. They come out of the half hitting 3 consecutive three-point shots, and they take a 5-point lead in that third quarter. And the Rockets did put up 41 points in that third quarter, but in quarters 1, 2, and 4 combined, the Rockets scored just 68 points combined. So the Lakers defense, for the most part, did their job against this Houston offense that's so explosive, so unpredictable when they're going to start hitting shots. Because you have to understand that at some point during the game, when you shoot 50-plus three-pointers, a good chunk of those are going to start to go in. And the Rockets still shot very well from beyond the arc. They shot over 40% for the game. And during the year, the Rockets have gone 16-0 when they shoot 40% or more, and the Lakers still managed to win. But if the Lakers are going to make this a short series, they're going to have to avoid defensive lapses like that third quarter in Game 2. And LeBron James talked about it after the game and the adjustments you have to make to stop this Rockets team.
We came out in the third quarter and we gave up back-to-back threes of just straight breakdowns. And once you allow a team like that to get going, then it's hard to reel them back in. So that was the result of the third quarter. Got an opportunity to, catch our breath, from the third quarter to the fourth quarter, fortunately, and we was able to turn the ship and make the adjustments to combat what we did in the third quarter and be positive in the fourth.
And like LeBron said, this team is hard to game plan for. If you haven't faced them, LeBron compared them to the greatest show on turf, and they can light up the scoreboard in a hurry. And a lot of that is because of Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon is averaging 23.5 points per game this series on 50% shooting, and he's the reason why the Rockets didn't lose by 20 or 30 points the other night. So they need to do a better job guarding Eric Gordon because he's making threes, he's getting to the rim, and he's doing exactly what Mike D'Antoni wants to do in his system. But Frank Vogel talked about some of the Lakers' adjustments and how they had success in their Game 2 win.
Well, we just, obviously we wanted to try to take the ball out of James and Russ's hands, so we did a lot of double teaming, and we were really active in the first half, getting to shooters. We had some breakdowns, getting to some in the third quarter, and that led to them getting going a little bit, and then they made some against good coverage. But we just, we stayed home a little bit more. We continued to mix our coverages in the fourth quarter, and we did a better job in the fourth getting to shooters like we did in the first half.
Now, another thing I want to see the Lakers continue to do is play Anthony Davis at the 5, Morris at the 4, Kuzma at the 4, and match this Rockets lineup. I don't want to see very much JaVale McGee or Dwight Howard for the rest of this series because that was effective in Game 2. And then also, will Rajon Rondo be able to sustain this play? Rajon Rondo plus 28 in Game 2. Playoff Rajon Rondo is a real thing, and you saw that the other night. Does a great job defensively. He can hit the occasional three-point 3-point shot now. And the other thing is you got to limit these Rockets role players, because these Rockets role players, they're going to come alive at some point. Jeff Green was huge for the Rockets in the first round series against the OKC Thunder. So was Austin Rivers. In game 2, Austin Rivers was a minus 18 in 7 minutes. Jeff Green a minus 28. So will they keep these Rockets role players at bay? And will the Lakers keep that energy on defense up the entire series? In game 2, 27 points off 17 Rockets turnovers. And can they return the favor on the other end? Because the Rockets, they like to switch, they like to gamble, they're going to play the passing lanes. Will the Lakers be patient and make the passes to get easy shots? So the Lakers on offense just have to stay patient. Don't play into this Rockets defensive scheme. They love to switch, they love to play the passing lanes. They'll be gambling all night long, so stay patient, work Anthony Davis on the low block, get to the rim, and shoot the open threes when they're available. So I'm not worried about the Lakers offense. It's just their defense, and will they keep that energy up the whole series? And then lastly, will they continue to have success against Russell Westbrook? So Russell Westbrook in game 1, he goes for 24, controlled the pace, and he was doing a lot of great things for this Rockets offense. But in game 2, let's just be honest, he had a terrible game. It was a bad night for the Brody. He goes 4 for 15, 1 for 7 from 3, 10 points, 7 turnovers, and a minus 14 for Russell Westbrook. He was getting blocked by LeBron James, and he had a lot of success against this Laker team in the regular season. In 3 games, he was averaging over 38 points per game, and he was getting a lot of his points with that mid-range jump shot. So they're going to give him the 3-point shot, but can Russell Westbrook find a way to be effective hitting that mid-range shot? Can he get to the rim and find open shots for his teammates? So Russell Westbrook played poorly in game 2, but if you're the Lakers, you have to expect him to play much better as this series progresses. He's too good of a player to play that bad, and if you're the Rockets, that's part of your success or lack thereof, because Russell Westbrook, when he commits 5 turnovers or less, they're 30-12 on the year. They're 9-11 when he commits 5 or more. So a lot of their success goes whether or not he can protect the basketball and not turn it over. So the Lakers, they can't expect him to play this bad the rest of the series. But let me know down below, how can the Lakers make this a short series against the Houston Rockets? Give me a prediction for how many games this series will last in. Let me know down below in the comments. And for all the latest Lakers news and rumors, head over to the LASportsReport.com.